Oh yeah, what up, big dick? So as you guys can see in the chat box, a little bit of something's going on. Oh yeah, look at this chat box, man. I'm telling, God, someone's gonna pause the video and just read what we fucking just went through. But yeah, there's all the mahogany planks I'm selling. Bonus experience weekend might be upon us. You guys know what that means, right? Time to sell your stocks of good shit. So as you guys can see on the main page, or I could probably, if I remember, I'll put in the link as well, guys. But Jax has announced that either we might be having double experience weekend, or it does say double experience. So I mean, as you guys know, back in the day, they used to have bonus experience weekends. And then whenever they said that they're going to be done with that shit, they actually threw a fucking completely double experience weekend at us, which also worked on summoning, and it became very OP for a lot of summoning. But now that we have EOC, summoning it's not even really a hard thing to get anymore, because Charm Collector, and if you train combat at most areas, you'll get good crimsons and blues. And if you get Twittermost Slayer, you'll definitely achieve Twittermost Summoning Bank. So you're all good to go. Which will bring me on a different topic later on this video, just to tell you guys. But I'm going to hit that a little bit later on. So for right now, guys, I'm going to discuss this. So yes, there will be a poll starting, I think it's sometime next week. Let me see exactly when it was. Don't look professional here. Alright, here it is. This is the day. So a poll for double experience or double drops. Now, as you guys know, we've also had double drops on RuneScape 3. Not too sure how exactly how long ago. I know it was before the next gear update, how it used to look, obviously. But yeah, we did have that as well before. And now they're basically giving us an option to have either one. And they're also giving us an option, as you guys know, to have neither one of them. So you can choose no to both the possible updates or things that might be coming for us. If you don't agree with either one of them, or if you just wish to not participate in them, I guess you can obviously choose no. I will say, even though I really want the bonus experience weekend to be here, I do give props to Jax for giving us a no option. It's nice that all players can actually voice whichever opinion they have. Because, I mean, if it's either a no, it's got to be either for one of those two. Or if it's not for one of those two, it has to be a no probably. So that's nice to know that people can vote a no on it. A lot of people do have a problem with bonus experience weekends. Personally, I mean, this is RS3. We have bonus experience weekend give it to us. Not bonus experience weekend, but we have bonus experience give us to us every single day. Here's an example: agility, BA. I mean, bonus experience is thrown at us all the time. You got your daily challenges, you got sinkholes, you got everything, right? Experience is not really something that's really hard to get that much anymore. Even JMods himself have said it, right? That's why they talk about the prestige system. 99 is nothing nowadays. Of course it is. We can buy it fucking 99s with soap, can't we? But the way I've always seen it, man, experience weekends, they kind of do the economy good. Every single raw supply is being used. There's a lot less of it. Now, this one's going to scare me a little bit, because as you guys know, there's not that many bots on RuneScape right now. There's very, very few bots, and if there is any, they get banned instantly within probably a day or two, right? So I'm a little scared of what's going to happen to these items after bonus experience weekend. Normally it takes maybe like a week or two for them to go back to their normal price. But that's because the botters, come back normally. This time, there's not going to be any botters coming back to do anything, so I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen to these items or these raw materials. They're going to be used up, but I mean, it's going to take a very long time to restock all that, because everyone's a legit player, obviously. So yeah. Now I need to go find that wizard. I think this one okay, gotta go refine this. Let me just find the yellow wizard, guys, and I'll continue recording in a few. I hate leaving this shit to go find the goddamn. Those things so nice. Now, like I was saying, kind of got off topic there. So it will be posted on this right here. This will be live on the 31st until the 7th. So the 31st is tomorrow, actually, for me. So yeah, right now it'll be basically live. Actually, yeah, it is tomorrow. The day I might upload this on the 1st though, but I'm recording it on basically the 31st. Wizards over here, run. Okay, there we go. And it'll be until the 7th. So you have exactly a week to pull for this, whichever one you guys want. I assume it's going to be one of these things that you click. Normally it was, I think this one, and then you would vote on it. And it'll probably be somewhere around there. But as I was saying, I am a little scared to see what's going to happen to these prices after bonus experience weekend, because there is no botters to be around to collect all those raw materials again. So these materials might stay high for a long time. Which is kind of scary, because a lot of the Bibles nowadays cost a fuckload of money. I think, believe it or not, crafting, I believe, is the most expensive Bible, which is kind of fucked up, because that shit used to be like one of the cheapest ones, right? At one point, it used to be almost break even with making like green dragon hide bodies. That's around the time when I was actually doing it. I think that was a little bit after I got Twitter Mill or something like that. Something like that. But I'm not too sure exactly when that was. But I think I spent about 600 mil on my Twitter Mill crafting. And right now, guys, it costs around 8 bill for Twitter Mill crafting, which is disgusting. And I believe it costs 12 bill if you do like uncut Dragonstones, which is like 600k an hour. Probably more now because of all the like Ava and the outfits. Probably 700k plus an hour now. Nice. So yeah, that's quite OP obviously, but it's very expensive. I mean, who the fuck wants to spend 12 bill? 12 bill, but when all the bots were on this game, man, used to honestly almost buy you every single Twitter Mill buyable, and now it's like boom, crafting one skill, good job. Now, I don't need to discuss the basics basically to you guys. Obviously, if a raw material doubles in price, it's not really worth training that skill. You save the time, but it's all you're saving. So it adds up a little bit. But if I were you, and if I have raw materials right now, or if you guys buy raw materials for double the price, sell them back for the price you bought them for, and go train something like agility, I would say. Just train a skill that you hate the most, probably. Because you'll obviously have to spend less time on that skill. So if I had all my buyables done, I'd probably go train agility, to be honest with you. Only if it does stack with the BA bonus. If it doesn't, then it's not really worth doing. I'd probably have to train something like, probably do hunter, because I hate that skill too. And if anything, then I guess divination, but that's kind of an AFK skill, so I wouldn't bother spending time on that one. You want to save time on the skill that you hate the most, probably. The skill that is the most intense. That's probably the best benefit for you if you don't have any money to spend on bonus experience weekends. Now, before I do go any further, we are 6 minutes in. I know, guys, bonus experience weekend. It has not been picked yet. Obviously, I'm recording this before it even comes live. The polls. I already know there's going to be a chance where it might not happen, and it might happen. I'm going to go with my head saying that experience weekend will probably happen. I'll upload this on the day after. If the polls seem to be doing pretty good for bonus experience weekend. So if it's like a really good ratio for bonus experience to come, then I will upload this video. If it doesn't, then I guess you guys will never see this video. Cool. Now the last thing I want to talk about was water talismans. Now I don't have any water talismans. I have sold like 100 and something thousand of them like I don't know, like a year ago or something like that. But apparently water talismans today hit 15k each, I believe it was. Last bonus experience weekend that we had, they hit around 22k each. Which is crazy. I mean, I don't even know how the fuck. Like, I myself would never, ever, ever, ever make Geyser Titans for summoning. I mean, 22k each, man. If you guys know, I think I made a video as well long time ago on the last bonus experience we had with summoning double. And I showed you guys that something like Earth Talismans, and even if you can't afford those, something like, what's it called? The Obsidian Charms, which is obviously XP ways kind of getting them. But if you are on the poor side, you don't want to spend 10k plus on shit, Obsidian Charms are very good. I mean, if you can make 22k each time you kill an Obsidian thing, because you normally drop 2 of them, then that's pretty good money an hour. And you'll be training some combat experience, which is good because, Twitter Mill Slayer, you won't be finished with combat yet. Which brings me to the next thing. Back in the day before EOC hit the game, when, things weren't so much Slayer experience each, like obviously monsters now give you a lot more Slayer experience each, which means that Slayer is faster technically, and you don't kill as many monsters anymore getting Twitter Mill Slayer, which means that you'd obviously get it sooner, and you can obviously train in other places, to finish up your combat skills. Like, I mean, Twitter Mill range with Slayer is out of the question now. You used to get you Twitter Mill range if you used the cannon and Steel Titan and all that shit, but now you get like fucking 30 mil range or some shit from Twitter. I don't even know if you even get 30 million anymore. So you can be camping things like Dags with a cannon for a very long time, obviously. And that will get you like a fucking probably Twitter Mill summoning almost banked just through that. But as you guys know from myself, I have Twitter Mill summoning, and I still have about 66,000 Crimson Charms left. Back in the day, summoning used to be a skill where you kind of try to do the best thing for each charm you had. Because if you didn't, then you'd probably have to go and collect some extra charms after you're done Twitter Mill Slayer, because you still have some charms to collect because you wouldn't be Twitter Mill banked yet, right? But since EOC hit, a lot of things are giving you really good charms for every single Slayer task. The Slayer tasks that you do most of the time, they'll give you really good charms. And then whenever you camp the rest of your combat skills, you should get the rest of those charms pretty easily, right? So I don't really see a point why people make Geyser Titans versus something like a Moss Titan. It's, I think, like 100 experience less or some shit for every single blue charm. Yeah, fucking 50,000 blue charms, so what's that, like 5 mil less? 5 million experience. For an extra 20 fucking billion GP, I'd rather fucking you make the Moss Titans. And the chances of you having 50k blues even is very slim. You won't get anywhere near that much from doing Slayers. So unless you do a lot of bosses, then maybe you'll have them. Or you do like a lot of Glacors or some shit. But even that, that's just a small example, right? If you spend 20k on water talismans at, make it 50,000 blue charms, is that one bill? 50,000 of them? One bill? 20k each? Probably is one bill. You'd probably spend about 50 mil if you did Moss Titans. So it's a really big difference. I've never understood why people make Geyser Titans, especially when they're fucking 20k each. I don't know why. I mean, it's always made me kind of think, like, what the hell are people doing spending 20k on something when you can spend an easy, like, 1k, I think it is right now, which is, I mean, I guess go buy them before they go up or anything, but they won't go up by too much because there's, like, a lot of them in the game or some shit. But, I mean, I myself have, like, a few thousand or something like that. I don't know if I'll even bother selling them unless they go up to, like, fucking 12k each or some shit. And I hate this when I can see the wizard, but it's not time for me to talk to him yet, motherfucker. But anyways, guys, before I end the video, I want to know your guys' opinion on bonus experience weekends. Be sure to tell me. Don't fucking be afraid to comment on the goddamn video. I will read every single comment. I will be sitting behind my computer reading your comment if you leave a comment right now. As long as you type something that has to do with bonus experience weekend or double drop, obviously, as well, because it could still be that. I guess I will find out tomorrow. And like I said, if it goes good, I'll upload this video. If it goes bad, then I guess you guys will never see this video. That would kind of feel odd. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, like I said, if things double in price, the only thing you're saving is the time you spent doing it. You just save double the time basically. But besides that, train Agility if you're poor. Train Hunter if you're poor. Train fucking, what else could you honestly train? If you got some money, train Construction. That's the one thing I was also going to say. If you guys have like a Bible, like Construction, what's another cheap one to have? Maybe Fletching. If you have Fletching or Construction, train Construction, honestly. Even though it's a little more expensive, I think it's like 15 GP and XP. Fletching is like normally around 8 or something. But definitely go ahead and train Construction because that's a skill you don't want to train the whole day versus something like Fletching where you just sit there and you fletch your broads. Definitely do Construction, man. I'm telling you guys, after doing a month of Construction every day, 1 million experience, that shit kills you.